Right, so good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever the time of day it is for you. Despite that clock saying 12:38, it is not 12:38, it is 1:38, because it is the 30th today of March. Ooh, Shepherd's Cup. And that means that a couple of days ago the clocks went back, and it also means yesterday was the change in rules of what you can and can't do. So the stay at home bit's lifted, it's just stay local now basically. I'm not going to go into it because you can look it up yourself. But I thought just with that, and based off what I said in the last video, I would make an update to what's going on, because a few things are going to in the pipeworks that are definitely worth mentioning. First things first, trips. I've only planned for two. The first being the SuperGoodRides For Autism, the Brighton to Loomies, which I was supposed to go to last year, but we all know why I didn't. That's the 26th of June, I believe. And then on the 27th is also the Legacy to West Bay ride, which I was, for some reason, hadn't clocked the dates being the following date originally. So after a few changing plans, mainly being campsites, I'll be staying at the campsite I stayed at with Big Pleasure in the New Forest. I was going to stay outside of Brighton the first night, on the Friday night, back up Saturday, ride down to Brighton, go to Loomies, go to the campsite from Loomies, pack up, and then go to the next ride. But alas, I've changed my mind, and I'm staying at the one campsite. It just means in the morning I'll have an hour and a half run from the campsite back to Brighton. But I'd have been about the same time if I'd actually camped close to Brighton, because I would have had to get up and pack. Because yes, camping it is significantly cheaper than the B&B and hostel. Although I originally was staying on the hostel grounds. But yeah, no, so I'm at that campsite all weekend. I pay like £12.50 a night. So yeah, I'll be just at the bottom of the New Forest. So that's that one planned. I've plotted routes to go down and come back. The going down route is a little bit interesting until you get to the edge of the M25. Because I'm going to go around the M25, admittedly the opposite way to the way I need to be going, just because there's on the Dartford side of the M25, I'll put a picture on, you can see I've not ridden that bit, so yeah, I plan to ride that, just to say I've ridden the whole of the M25. I've been around the whole of the M25, just not on a bike. And yeah, my plan is to then drop to Hastings and hug the coast road all the way around. Second trip is the Overland event. Now I can't remember the date, so I think it's something like 3rd, 4th, 5th. Basically Thursday to Thursday night to Sunday basically. I went last year, that was my first time going. and that was where I got to ride the Himi off-road, the Train 125 from Sidi, and where I got to ride the 380 prototype, which I think I lost the footage for. So annoying, but nevertheless, it's definitely worth going back. And it's also where I met quite a few people. So I've not planned any routes going down for that, because it's kind of one of the nicest ways is the most obvious ways, and there's a few people from well, there was Weggy from Wildbad, which I'd actually, well, from the Wildbad Facebook group. He lives just down the road from me, and R1 Soul Pete, he was also there, although I didn't recognise him at the time. You are. But yeah, I saw his stuff on social media after I got back. I was like, oh, he was there. So they both live local to me, so I'm going to see if they're going. And that's it. Obviously, Ride to the Wall, that's October. It's just a day thing, if that goes ahead. Obviously everything could change, admittedly, I will admit. We've done well to get from the kids going back to school to now. I thought there'd be a delay there personally, but still time yet. And yeah, that is that. That's all that's planned, trip wise. But before any of that goes ahead, I got the Honda, sorry, in for service. Not for service, for new rear disc pads. And I've got to phone them when I get back, because it's now got a weepy fork seal. Oh, front tyre as well, actually. That's an interesting story. It's now got a weepy seal on one side and a little bit more than weepy on the other, so I've got to phone see if they can squeeze that in at the same time. And a new front tyre, obviously. I've not long had one on the rear. I won't get into that story. Annoyingly, they got about half the life in them. But no, that is it. He's harvesting potatoes. And yeah, obviously, I've seen quite a few bikes out today. I literally said that as one went the other way. And there's nothing really new happening. We'll just have to keep ticking over. Obviously, we're now allowed to go out for leisure purposes. So it should be an excuse to get some more vlogs done, but obviously with a slightly leaky front tyre and some weepy fork seals, I'm going to hold off a bit. I've got a few video ideas lined up, just yet to execute them. I did go out last night before I discovered the weepy seal. Well, it was more to test the weepy seal actually. But obviously it was so windy last night, it kind of destroyed my audio, so that was that vlogged in. But last night was nice. I used a picture from last night in tonight's thumbnail, in today's thumbnail. Well, it's not directly related. It'll look good nonetheless. So yeah, that's it. Not much for me to say other than ride safe, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.